What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? You rock with Moochie, and this is the Chillers Review. So hit the hammer, because you came through. So we're going to do it up tonight. We're going to do it up tonight. I got a special guest tonight, and coming to the stage is the person that put Moochie on. This is the man that gave Moochie a chance. I gotta bring in my guy. He's got a special place in my heart, and that is Lamont Tyson from Life Games. Woo!
What's
What's up,
up,
Lamont?
people? What's up? East
What's
Side in the
up?
building. What's going on, y'all?
All
What is
right.
going on?
So let's get into it. We're on the fourth season of Raising Canaan. I started out just being a spectator with you doing the OG power, and I gotta say this is long overdue, and I'm loving this. How you doing tonight, brother?
I am happy to be here. Everybody know that Moochie is my sister. I rise for my sister. And now that I'm trying to get my schedule and life back in order, I had got a little bit of time come hang out with my sister and rep the borough, rep the New York City, my sister, and let's get this thing entertaining and have a lot of fun. Because y'all know the hammer, she be cracking glasses. And that's what we're gonna do tonight.
Okay, so we want to pick apart this trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if you have not checked out his breakdown with Jukebox, please be sure to check it out. He's talking about all of the things that is getting ready to come with that girl. So you got to check out his video. All
Mm-hmm.
right. So now I have a question. It was the poll question for tonight too. And tonight's poll question is uh it's on the cover. Tonight's poll question is, will Rock's pillow talk come back to haunt her? Lamont.
Mm.
Now you know
Mm.
Unique and her was getting it in last season.
Mm-hmm.
They was getting it in. We already see he done powed up the club, and she had,
Mm-hmm.
she's pregnant. So do you think the pillow talk will come back to haunt Rock now that he's on this warpath?
Yeah, 100%. 100% is going to come back to, it's going to hurt her, somebody surrounding her. It's not going to be her directly. He's not going to kill her the first chance he get. He wants her to feel pain because they have been rivals for a very long time. And then the rivals became lovers, and it was actually some good stuff to both of them. I believe this
Mm-hmm.
man is hurt. And then on top of that, she hurt him in the business. And I think that he's going to be on the warpath to make her just feel a lot of pain. So, I've already predicted a brother is going to die. It now just comes down to who else is in her orbit that could die. Could we see a death of Stefano?
Mm.
Man helping Rock do her business. Unique is going to come for somebody that can hurt Rock and hurt her pocketbook. Okay, we have somebody that want to say hello. Go ahead. You got to get right here. Get right
Yeah,
here.
she
Right
got
here.
it.
See, the camera's right there. See, there you go.
Look, I got look. Hi, Elle. How you
Hi,
doing, Elle?
good.
Hi. You feeling good tonight? You
Yeah.
getting ready for bed?
I'm
Did you
drinking
have your
hot
little?
chocolate.
Oh,
I'm
you had
drinking hot
chocolate?
chocolate. Hot
Okay, I
chocolate.
had just
Was
you had a
drinking hot
snack.
chocolate.
Did they have marshmallows in it?
No.
No. Okay.
All right, Elle, go finish your hot chocolate. It's a school night, girl. Get out of here.
Okay. So you think her pillow? Do you think there was a lot of things said she talked about, and the reason why I mentioned it? Do you remember that she talked to him about where she stashed money?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think this
Mm-hmm.
is do you think this is that picture, or do you think that's his own stash?
No, that's home. I mean,
Okay.
like that's definitely home. That is not her spot. That is definitely his house. That trailer showed too much of the empty crib. Little things in the background. I saw like a kid's shoe in the background. That is definitely his empty crib, and probably just going to make him a little bit more psychotic. That he feels like he's at rock bottom. He done lost Rock. He done lost his family. He done lost his business. Hell, he done lost his right frame of mind. And so I just
Yeah.
think that's gonna make him feel even worse. That's his house. That's his house.
Okay. I had to throw that out there.
Mm-hmm.
And that cued me, even though I saw it in the trailer. I said, let me just play with this for a minute, because she did give him a lot of secrets.
She did too much.
Yes.
Too much. I mean, the kind of stuff she was talking to him, Moochie. Some people don't even tell their spouses the kind of information she was telling. That's how I know he laid the hammer down on her. Do you hear me? She
Yeah.
got that rock chipped away. Okay, he was laying that pipe hard, and to the point where she's pillow talking, and Rock is as tough as they come. So for him to get her to talk like that,
So he feel like he got played. So now he's coming back.
Mm-hmm. He think he got played. Last episode, his boy Early and him was discussing how anytime Rock gets involved with anybody, they get played.
Right.
And even though we know the real situation, he's gonna assume it's all Rock's doing. All Rock doing. And I'm telling you, he's gonna try to make her feel pain nice and slow. And the best way to do that, Moochie, cut off her money, and then you cut off some of her family. It's just a matter of, is it going to be Lulu or Marvin? My money on Marvin.
I'm going to say, I'm going to piggyback off you, and then I'm going to say who it is. But I do agree that this is how it's going, that's how it's going to go down. Unique is the last conversation he had was an argument with his brother, and he was telling him that's what she was gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that's the last thing that was discussed when he was in his right frame of mind.
Right. And good and damn well he's not in his right frame of mind now, Moochie. The dude on horse pills and got all kinds of veterinary medicines that masquerading as human meds. Head is messed up, obviously. He's rock bottom. He's relying on his boy Early to lose his hair to basically do everything for him. So this dude is going to be on edge, and it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad.
Who you think he's going to snap on first?
Golly, boy. That's a tough one. And if you go by everything we've seen in these trailers, it's not going to be nobody in the Thomas family initially, because some of the main summer trailer revealed too many different places where it's going to take a couple of episodes for us to actually see those things happen. It's got to be somebody in her small orbit, and outside of her family. She don't fool with nobody but Stefano. She don't even really fool with her mama. But if I'm taking bets, I'm going to say the mama is on deck. He could go after the mama, and then he could possibly go after Loverboy Lawyer that's been helping Rock too.
I was thinking that because they showing him too much, y'all.
Well, they showing Loverboy Lawyer trying too hard to be down with Rock. And obviously he want to get a piece of that Rock credential. He do. I don't think she feeling him like that just yet, but I think that they could take this story and play it in a manner where over time he could kind of be like Symphony Basket. You couldn't see Symphony with Rock, but they got together. Right. I can't really see the lawyer with Rock, but I can see them getting together because he's helping her. And there ain't really no other male figures around right now. And sometimes, Moochie, that little twat down there get the thumping, and you want somebody to, you know how it do, Moochie. Look, you a mother. You
I
a
plead
mother.
I plead the fifth.
Not the fifth, the fifth. Y'all can't let Moochie plead the fifth. Send her them super chats, y'all. This sister be working so hard. She's taking care of numerous family members. She's done retired.
Oh,
She's
my
done gone
bad.
through some surgeries. Y'all make sure y'all send my girl a couple of super chats to help this young lady keep spreading her wings and flying on YouTube as only the way the hammer can do it.
Okay. Now let's look at that trailer, Lamont.
Okay.
Ready?
Let's do it.
The difference between right and wrong?
I know the difference between life and death.
My next decision is the most important that I will make.
Nobody taxing our shit. Not on my watch.
Business is about relationships, Kanan.
You don't know shit about me. Settle down. I want this case closed. Squeeze hard on anyone you can.
What's your thoughts, Lamont?
It's a lot. It's a lot happening this coming up episode based on that trailer. He's going to his crib. I mean, I don't even think that's in dispute with anybody that's hearing our voice. Anybody that's watching it, we know he's going to his crib. It looks like he got a stash of money in the hole at the house. We know that's happening. We saw Lulu coming out of his rehab, linking up with Marvin. And I'm about sure that Lulu and Marvin are going to have a conversation. I think Marvin is going to kind of talk about how he felt about the situation with Gerald. And remember, y'all, Marvin been to rehab too. Remember that? Mm-hmm. That's how Marvin had one of his boos. He went to rehab. He was kumbaya. And after that, he got things straight with his daughter after going to rehab. But I think the fact that Gerald kicked Marvin in the butt, I think Marvin might be going back to Marvin pre-rehab. And I can see Lulu he hit rock bottom. And now he's at a point where he wants life to be better. And he might be in there just kind of rapping the Marvin about what he want to do and how he can do better.
Well, let me just give you a little synopsis of what they're going to say is going to happen.
Okay.
Let me do that. So basically what they're saying is, in this episode, federal task force seemingly behind them, Canaan and Rock navigate a new business relationship just as Unique begins to plot his quest for revenge. Meanwhile, Lou considers a new music opportunity, which he says it in the trailer. Marvin goes too far on a side job for Stefano, and Juke tries to adjust to the army life.
When you read that synopsis, what are some of your key takeaways from that synopsis? There are a couple in there for me, especially them talking about the task force is gone. If that is true, that means Marvin ain't under no more heat. That means Rock ain't under no more heat. They in the clear. However, you saw in the trailer, Chief Baptiste was about to have a damn seizure talking to Great Value Cooper Sachs Garcia. What is that about? Is that just about Howard? Is that about Howard's former partner? What is this about? If I had to put my finger on it, I'm going to think it's about Howard.
And he's not about him too.
Okay. Go for it.
I agree with you. No, I'm sorry. I agree with you on this. I do, because you know how he didn't want to dig too deep with this anyway once the feds got in this. And he did not want to investigate Detective Howard. So he's going to tighten up this case in a bow, and they're going to put everything on Detective Howard and say he was dirty.
Yep. And we seen in the trailer, Garcia is pulling over somebody. If Juke is in the army, he ain't pulling over Juke. So I would have to bet that most likely he's pulling over Kanan, probably still wondering where the hell is Famous. And He might even be trying to figure out if he know anything about Howard, but we'll see.
Okay, but the last time we saw, well, this is this. Now, since they did the time thing, is
Mhm.
this before Famous gets arrested? Or is it after? You understand? Because
Yeah,
it seems like they
yeah,
go back like showing
yeah.
you through Unique's way of how
Right.
things happen.
I don't think Famous has been arrested at this point. I really don't. I don't.
And I do feel like he's gonna try to link up with Jessica. We might see Lulu go to Cali.
You think so? And like,
Yeah, because he doesn't want to be part of this anymore. And he's talking to Jessica. She's making contacts. The last thing she said when they was talking, that she had meetings set up. So she might have meetings set up in the city where she might take him along because she's been talking about him.
if he go to Cali Moochie, do you think that he's getting written off the show, or is he going to keep his bar with the old snow bunny, the snow bunny cougar that wants to jump his bones? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Or is he going to sell the business and just go to Cali with B Rilla?
Wasn't that Marvin and his business together?
I think Marvin and Raq helped put the money together to get the business. I don't know if they've got a backdoor handshake saying that it's all three of them, but I think, in all honesty, it's all really and truly his.
Mm. Do you think anybody saw Kanan talking to Detective Howard outside of that precinct, like how Burke saw him rather?
That's a good question. I'm gonna say no, because they didn't give. You know how sometimes they want the audience to know somebody is looking, and they give you a certain camera angle. They never did that in the conversation he had with Howard. So I'm gonna assume nobody saw him. And if somebody did see him, who would cross Raq? Because you just can't mess with Kanan without crossing Raq and Marvin and Lulu. So, other than Stefano and the Gambino crew, I don't think that there's anybody that would mess with the Thomas family, except for Unique.
Okay.
And we know Unique didn't do it because he was laying in the alleyway, reviving himself, doing CPR to his damn self before he rose like Unique Michael Myers. So it wasn't him. So I don't think anybody would mess with the Thomas family right now.
Okay, so now her and Stefano's relationship is getting where the business is really working, but there seems to be a problem because Marvin also had to step to the people at the Chinese restaurant.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I want to know, what's your take on that? Do you think that this is going to even bring more enemies to Marvin, because he's got people coming at him from all sides, legal, the mob. Now you might have the triads coming at him, because remember, that's who they with. And Unique.
Based on what the synopsis said, I think Marvin is in a world of trouble, ladies and gentlemen. He's in a world of trouble. At some point in time, these jobs he's doing behind Raq back, she's going to discover it. And Moochie, at some point in time, Marvin is going to mess up one of these jobs and cross Stefano. And I don't know how that's going to play out. And who is at that restaurant that will be messing with Marvin's drugs? You think the two people running the restaurant is doing it? Because he pulled a gun on somebody with dark hair, based on that picture you showed me. He pulled a gun, so I'm going to assume it's an Asian person. What are they back there? You think they back there skimming money or something? What you think they doing?
If they are, then it's gonna be a problem. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the wife, because remember, she was doing all the talking too.
Yeah,
She's gonna
yeah,
be
yeah.
bothered with.
But let's just say that is the case. He can't pull. I mean, he needs that place to be doing the product. What is he going to do? He definitely don't want to shoot the wife and make the husband mad, because then he's going to have to set up shop somewhere else. So what is he going to do? Maybe he beat him, intimidate him. Because remember, while I'm looking at it like this, while Lulu is starting to get the help he needs and get out of that lifestyle, I think that what happened with Marvin, he went through rehab. Gerald basically stabbed him in the back. I think Marvin is going back to the Marvin we remember. And so what would he do to somebody that's in his organization taken from him?
Then that means he's gonna go too far, because then that's Stefano's people.
Yeah, yeah. That's why.
That's where he's
remember
going
I told
too
you.
far at.
Remember I was telling you at some point in time, he's going to be on bad terms with Stefano. They've just set this up where they too happy, they too chummy. At some point in time, Moochie, him and Stefano are going to be at odds with each other at some. And the synopsis said he's doing more work with Stefano. I just believe sooner or later he's going to drop the ball, and then Stefano is not going to be happy. Stefano.
Yeah. I concur.
Spell it.
So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Now, we saw his girlfriend giving little tips, business tips.
Mm-hmm.
Is she gonna have a run-in with Mama?
With Raq?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one. Why would she? Other than the only reason I could think of she would need to have a run-in with Raq is if Raq is trying to get her to talk sense into her son. And I don't see Raq going to Crystal for that. Or it could be Crystal goes to the mama to try to talk sense into Kanan, or Moochie, what I've been telling y'all. Crystal pregnant, she want to keep it, and she go tell Raq, because Kanan probably don't want to keep it, to get Raq on her side. That might be the only way she would go to Raq and have a conversation. So, and if I'm betting that she's pregnant, then I'll say she will wind up talking to Raq.
All right, moving on. Let's talk about this. Look, do you think Juke already knew how to work a hammer?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think her aim is going to be on point when she knocking them soldiers out the box?
Moochie, she come from the streets. A lot of them douchebags come from the pond, the swamp. The only thing they might know how to do is shoot a shotgun. But this kind of heavy artillery, I think that she is good. In the trailer, we already seen her outrunning everybody. I think that in all these basic camp drills, she's going to be beating these rednecks left and right. The thing is, we know she didn't stay in the military, so it comes down to how long is she going to be in the military? And would she get in a fight with somebody? Because you know, Moochie, they've stressed too much about the military not liking gay and lesbian in the military, and then she's a woman. Jukebox is not really concealing who she is anymore. I think somebody might pop off at the mouth. She beat their ass, and then they just basically kick her out. But I don't see her staying in the military this whole season. No way.
I don't see it either. I definitely don't see it. I do see her probably. Look, she done got it in with some dudes. Look, she beat up the boy the season before last.
Right.
That made her get tortured at the church.
Exactly.
So
she whipped that ass.
Yeah, I think especially if she's threatened. If she's threatened with, they're gonna tell, because this is the 90s, so this was don't ask, don't tell.
Yep.
If she's found out, she will get kicked out.
And if she's found out, they'll just fuck around with her, Moochie, because they know they don't want her there, so they might try to harass her. You might get one of these white dudes that always want to dip in the chocolate, try to F her back to being straight or anything like that.
There you go.
If that happens, the way the military was back then, she couldn't press no charges. She couldn't do nothing. So I just don't see this lasting long for her. No way.
Yeah.
Oh,
look at her.
What?
She don't even look like herself. She looks
Is
homesick.
this?
Yes.
This is from episode 2.
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
that's the pictures I got.
Oh.
Well, what you think?
Clearly,
come on, talk about it.
Clearly, she's not in the military right here, because her hair is down. It's a poster on the wall that's got like 1989, 1990. They don't let you have shit like that in the military.
Is this right before she leaves? Because remember, the whole thing with the group didn't happen yet.
Yeah.
So she could be looking like that for that reason, where she's like, you know what, my family done pissed me off so much, I'm leaving, I'm out.
Or she could be hanging out with her friend, her lover Aisha. This could be before she go to the military and her saying her goodbyes. Bye, Aisha. I think I need to go to the military, grow up. I don't know. I mean, if I had to guess, that's what I would think, that they would continue from first episode off that conversation she had with the family where they told Aisha to go to college. She don't want to go to school. And she's asking about the military. This could be her getting it in with Aisha for the last time before she go off to the military. Are y'all ready for a lesbian love scene? You know, because this is Moochie After Dark. You know what I'm saying?
I think the most we might see is them kissing. I don't think she's gonna go that far.
No moaning and groaning, Moochie.
I don't know. Well, I mean, they was body rubbing and all of that other stuff when you know, Nicole and her, but Nicole initiated all of that.
All right. Well, y'all
this
post
is a
time. Let us know.
relationship.
Let us know. Are we going to see WWE underneath the sheets with Aisha and Jukebox before she go to the military? Let us know.
All right, moving on.
Oh, Lord.
Look.
By the way, I love this actor.
I do too.
I love what he stands for outside of Hollywood, and I love the things he's done in Hollywood. Fantastic actor.
All right. I think he doing some sideways stuff and trying to get Kanan out of money, though.
Oh, that's what they do. Pops and snaps crooked. I mean, they crooked than a snake in the desert. Yeah, that's what they do. It's just a matter of how much you think they're going to beat him for.
I don't know. If he goes in there with Raq, since they going to be in business together, this might be something where his mother be like, leave that here and come on. You understand? Because that's her kid. You ain't got to do none of this with them.
Right.
Let's go.
Right.
I mean,
right. But the thing is, Raq respect these two, and I don't know. I don't think Raq and them just getting the feds off their back, just getting Howard off their back. I really don't think Raq would want to go to war and storm out the room like that. I think she might try to make a deal with them because she don't want to have no more heat on her right now. She's trying to come back out the ground for some air herself. So if anything, Raq might cover the bill or, ask can she help out, maybe pay some of the restitution that they might want from Kanan because he's got to pay up the debt from Ronnie. So maybe they try to tax him or something and Raq say, you know what, I'll pay the tax. That's the only thing I can come up with.
Okay. That makes sense. I could see that happening. We already
Oh,
talked about these two. It's another picture, but I thought I had it. Let me get it real quick.
take your time. Take your time.
Let me get it real quick. Is he gonna be a problem?
Oh yeah.
That's the one that was
Moochie,
pressing Kanan.
Moochie, this wouldn't be a power series if you don't have some white cop chasing the black folks. It just wouldn't be. It's just how heinous is great value Cooper Saxe going to go? How desperate is he going to be? That's what it comes down to.
What about this guy?
Well, if
I
Lulu
can't remember who he is. Do you?
His name is B Rilla, and he was with that record company that was taking a look at Famous. What was it? Low Street Records, Low Down Street Records, or something like that. And all I know is,
go ahead.
Okay, what? No, I want to hear yours.
I want to hear what you're gonna say.
I feel like Lulu gonna go sign him, and this could be. You remember how you were saying you think Lulu might go to L.A. He might can sign this dude to some deal and get to L.A. this way, but I just don't think Lulu gonna go to L.A. and stay. In this trailer, Lulu is talking about I got a major decision to make, and it could be going to L.A. with B Rilla, as far as we know.
Okay, what about now that guy was supposed to be on Famous label. Famous was supposed to be on his label, right?
Yep.
You see him in his orange.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he's gonna throw Famous under the bus?
That's a good one. Moochie.
Marcus, answer.
Moochie, I don't know. I mean, because we don't know enough about his character we don't know enough about his character to say that. So with us deducing this trailer and knowing that somehow, some way Lulu has got to get there and do something with them, I don't think Lulu would do no business with somebody that's about to throw Famous under the bus. So if I had to bet, I would say no, but you never know.
Okay. I just figured I'd throw it out there.
Yeah, you always trying to throw me curveballs, Nolan, Ryan, Moochie. Always trying to get me, as the black folks say, fucked up in the head. You always throwing curveballs.
All right. Hey, Nita.
What's up, Nita? What's up, DeMarcus? What's up, Dale?
So, let me see what else. I'm still, and with her, she's giving him business tips.
Right. I think she's a keeper, but there's going to be turmoil between these two. It just ain't nowhere around it. And I predicted, y'all don't like it when I make these predictions, she is going to get pregnant with his baby at some point in time, and she's going to keep it, and that is going to be little baby Sean.
But that's not the girl's name that was in the first one.
Oh.
That's why I'm trying to figure out, how are they going to do that? Does this mean he has another kid that we just going to find out about?
We just about to find out about it, Moochie. This girl will be pregnant. 100%. No ifs, ands, or but about it. This girl will be pregnant.
See, look at how he got this whole little adding machine thing here.
Oh, he in there counting the money, ain't he?
Yeah, he got this little money counter. So look, is it coming in like that?
Kanan in there, boy, he in there rolling in the dough. But last episode, they made it seem like they was having problems with their organization. You remember?
Yeah.
And Crystal was giving him advice. So
I think he's gonna pay them more.
Okay. I do too.
I definitely could see him paying them more.
Yeah, because you wouldn't have a money roller. You wouldn't have a money roller if you didn't have the wherewithal to pay these people off. So yeah, I think he's going to figure out a way to pay them off.
I
But do
agree.
you think do you think he's going to need his mama to help him with his business somehow, some way?
I,
An increased role.
well, I think they're gonna need each other. But the question is he gonna backdoor his mother?
Oh, that's a good question. Um,
I'm gonna say yeah. Write it down. He is gonna backdoor his mother. She's gonna be running around cleaning up after him like she done cleaned up after him for the last 3 seasons.
well,
Cleaning up that
Moochie.
boy mess.
Well, Moochie, that brings you to ask this: at what point in time do you gotta love him and leave him?
Mm.
Like for real, she's cleaned up mess after mess. She's been cleaning up messes from him since season 1. We on season 4, and at some point in time, Moochie, her and Kanan gotta hash out the fact that she killed his daddy,
Yeah.
and that's probably going to be an intense conversation.
Yeah. It is because they both was doing slick stuff though. He basically put that whole kidnapping thing together
Mm-hmm.
and she just went up him at the drop. That's all.
Right, right.
I'm gonna
But
show
you
you
saw,
who's really boss. I'm gonna show you who's really gangster, son. Check your mama out.
okay.
I'm just saying, look, I'm gonna show you who gangster, son. Who you get it from.
Yeah, yeah. At some point in time, Moochie, if chicken's gonna come home to roost,
Of course.
they're gonna have to. Well, let me ask you this, Moochie. With everything that's being set up, at what point in time will we see Rock go demon Rock and just be on a killing spree? Will it be the death of Marvin?
Definitely. No question. Because that's
Okay.
her muscle. That's always been her muscle. Even though he kind of mess up sometimes, she know that he's going to get stuff done. That's why I think she's going to be very, very upset at him if he did something to them Asians.
Oh,
She's going to
okay.
be pissed off at him.
Well, then let me ask you this. What is it going to be like when Rock and Unique get face to face for the first time this season?
I hope it's not face to face where where one of them is giving their last breath. I want it to be where they have enough time to probably reconcile, but I doubt it. He's too far gone.
Well, you know Rock's not dying.
No.
Unique is the wild card. We know Rock ain't dying. Unique is the wild card that we don't know what's going to happen with him. Do you think that somehow, some way they could get back together, Moochie, and be a relationship, or that's out the window?
You know they don't do nothing like that. That's too perfect. That's too tied up in a bow for.
Wait, Moochie.
They want
Moochie.
squiggly lines.
Now, Moochie. We've seen this on TV where enemies are at each other's throat, but then there comes a bigger enemy, and y'all unite to take out that enemy so that y'all can have more control. Let's say
I
a
could
scenario.
see that happen. I could see that happening.
Let's
But
say a scenario.
over
Oh, go
after.
ahead.
Like, who gonna put a monkey wrench in it? Will it be this one like he always do?
Yep. 100%. 100%. If that happens, it would 100% be Kanan, or maybe even Marvin, because Marvin is back off the hinges again. I think.
True
I think
indeed.
Marvin about to be off the chain, and then he's trying to build his own identity, sneaking around doing stuff behind Rock's back with one of Rock's business associates. It's just, it ain't a good recipe. And then you got that question, audience and Moochie. What is the confrontation going to look like when Marvin and Raq talk about what he's been doing for Stefano?
I think she gonna be pissed at him, yo, because he doing too much. You, like I said, you doing stuff with this guy, and now it's mixing in with my business. Now you might have people gunning for me, thinking I did this.
Right. Exactly. 100%. That's what I'm thinking. Somebody, he's doing all this other stuff, and they think that because the Thomases roll deep, she's in cahoots with whatever he's doing. And then the other thing is, Moochie, Unique know where Stefano is located. If his memory done came back as good as they making it seem like it's coming back. If Unique know where Stefano is at, all Unique got to do is go stalk Stefano until Raq and Marvin and all of them come there, and then follow their asses individually and take them out.
That's why I think he was there when she came to pick up the money. He was there. He was there already. He was there when he came to pick up the money. Remember, we doing everything backwards now, where we watching everything go down. We saw through his eyes right now. Lulu's coming back from rehab. Now I understand why he tried to take himself out there, because the last conversation that him and Canaan had, they were talking about his father and what his father did.
Right. So what do you think is going to come of Canaan and the grandma? She's got cancer of the kidney. She done told him not to tell anybody. And when we had the discussion on my channel, we had varying opinions of what she should do. I was kind of on the side of Nita with a caveat. Nita felt like it's her choice. You don't say nothing until she's ready for something to be said. And Moochie, I agree with that until you get to a point where there's like it's time to call hospice. When it gets to the point where it's time to call hospice, that's when I think he has a duty to tell the rest of the family at that point. Because at that point, if she died and they find out that you knew, you're going to alienate yourself more from your living family than the person that's dead. And if you know categorically that she's going to die because they call it in hospice, at that point in time, you need to tell somebody. And then let's think about this. Look who's keeping the secret. How mature is this nigga?
I know. And that girl know too. That girl gonna know.
So if it ever gets to the point where grandma is like terminal, he's going to have to tell Raq, Marvin, Lou, somebody, because it ain't going to be right for him to try to carry this burden by himself. He probably don't even know what the hell to do. And so we'll see. But do y'all think they really going to let grandma die this season?
I don't know. I think that was just thrown in there so we could think, is it going to be her or Marvin? Because we actually saw Raq crying.
Mooch.
I don't think it's gonna be the mother. I think it's gonna be Marvin.
I mean, it could be. It could be both.
People coming. Oh, it could be all three. Oh Lord.
I mean, but if we don't see someone of Raq's caliber crying that much, and she don't care about her mama that much, but she really care about her brothers. So if I had to bet that she was crying, I would think she's crying about one of the brothers, but I could see her tearing up if mama dies because she didn't make up with mama. What are you doing?
This is true.
You want to say something to Moochie again?
No.
Okay.
I was going to say, Daddy. Why did your other grandma die?
My grandma?
Yeah.
My grandma had cancer, baby.
Oh. I was trying.
I remember, baby. I remember. It's okay, baby. Go to bed. Go to bed on a good note. Love you too.
She's starting to hear conversations and understand. Oh, they getting so big.
Oh yeah. I mean, my daughter's old school. I've been using big words with her when she was babbling, and now she knows some of those big words.
Oh
So
yeah.
she's got an old soul in her.
I
Moochie,
think
who is
Marvin
this
will piss
dude?
a lot of people off. This is one of his workers. Do you remember the last episode? The guy came in there and was talking about we working more hours, but we need some more money. So I think this day he's gonna start paying them more, like we talked about. And this is one of the guys. Who he is, I don't know.
Okay.
Remember, there's a couple. He got a whole bunch of little guys, little ninjas working for him.
He sure do. I mean, he got him a little organization going on. That's for sure. that is for sure. Talk to me about Pops and Snaps and Stefano. Can you ever see a situation where Pops and Snaps or Stefano would want to take out one of the other one and use the Thomas family to do it?
I could see that happening. And if they do, they'll probably use Lulu to get at the wife. Remember, she I'm just saying. Look, we saw Lulu sleeping with somebody, and it was a woman with brown skin, but I don't know if it was her. I'm just saying. Look, it could be fetched. I could be wrong. I could be right.
Do you think Lulu would hit her?
If it means to get the job done, yeah.
Oh, so you saying he's a for-hire dick, huh?
Yeah, I mean, if he got to, if he got to now, he might have to rock her to sleep that way. Rock her, bye, baby.
Post your comments. How many of you men would love to be a for-hire dick? Post your comment. How much would you charge for those services?
That's all gigolo. Look, they got a whole list of stuff you get charged for.
And do you only take cash? Do you take MasterCard? Do you take PayPal?
Where you gonna swipe it?
We don't want them to swipe it where you can swipe it.
Cha-ching.
As my daughter say, swiper, no swiping. Swiper, no swiping.
No, I could see Lulu doing that though, for real.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is he going? Do y'all think he's done with working in the business and the music is that and that's it, and he's not doing anything, or is he gonna have to do one last thing?
He's gonna have to do one last hurrah, Mooch. There's no way around that. And if they kill his brother, that might bring him back into the game altogether.
Definitely.
But here's the other situation, Moochie. If they kill Marvin this season, do you think that'll turn Juke out into being Savage Juke? Do you think that'll bring Kanan closer to his mama? If they take out Marvin at the right time this season, we can see this Thomas family coalescing around each other to go after whoever did it.
I don't want Marvin to go.
Moochie.
But I feel like if it's something, if he's hurt, we might just see a bad side of her, especially her coming back, especially them calling her from the army to come back because he's hurt.
It's too much heat on him, Moochie. It's too much heat on Marvin. Way too much.
He got to come in at all sides, so I don't think he's gonna make it out. But I hate to see his character go, because we did see the arc last season, so you know how they do.
Yep, you know how they do. What else you got, Moochie? I
got one more. Oh, I did have the poll question. Let me close that out. Did y'all answer the poll question? I have to ask you this too. I'm gonna end it now. And this is the poll question. Hold up. Will Rock's pillow talk come back to haunt her? I figure I asked. 80% say yes.
Ooh, I agree with him. Definitely.
I think he is gonna take something from her stash because she said where she keeps certain money.
Mm-hmm. No, Nita, I would never do that. Nita, you know I rock with you on the. Ladies and gentlemen, one of my favorite moments of last year was me and me and Nita doing a review for a Netflix show. Just classic. Nita in movies, when you get her one-on-one, rock you to sleep. And so we're gonna have to find us another movie. I am not laughing at you, Nita. But I'll only laugh at Nita to her face, not off camera. So no, Nita, I'm not laughing at you. Nope.
Well, I know y'all did. What was the y'all did the it was the other thing on Netflix with the dragon. I can't think of the name of it right now, and y'all did that.
Yeah.
She also does the Tulsa King, which we found out they started that back up. Remember, they was talking about they was gonna cancel it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's coming back too. Let's look at the comments, see what what's going on with that. I'm gonna start with the Cash Apps. Thank you, Demarcus. Rock out here getting pregnant by cops and ops. You know what?
Ooh. Hey, that's a good one.
Yes.
That's a good one.
I hope we get a scene with Phil Russo and Snaps together. Spiros Vondas and Bunk from The Wire. Yeah. I you know what? Nobody even knows about him yet. Like they don't who is he with? Is he gonna be is this gonna happen because Stefano crossed the lines? He's dealing with people he's not supposed to be doing business with, and are they gonna use Pop and Snaps to come at Stefano, or is that gonna be all Unique's doing?
That's what I'm telling you, Moochie. They wild cards. Stefano has put himself out there, Moochie. Something is gonna come for Stefano, whether it's gonna be the streets, the police, the FBI, the Alphabet Boys. Somebody is coming for Stefano. And some of that is going to have to do with the fact that he's getting Marvin to do all these odd jobs. And he's sitting up there at Stefano in the back of his damn fish plant. Something's coming for Stefano for sure.
Spiros Vondas, do you think he is with the mafia, or do you think he's with some other organization, DeMarcus? Because I want to see what goes on with that.
Mm-hmm.
Because they are wild cards, and they'll do business with anybody because they about their paper.
Right. The highest bidder.
I wonder how would Marvin react when he find out that Jukebox joined the military.
That's a good one.
Do you think that look is because of that? Because she looked like her room was blue. Her room was blue too, right? So it ain't
her room blue.
That looked like some kind of barrack situation in the girl's house.
Right. You know what? After what he went through with her, I think he'd probably be okay with it, to be honest with you. I think that I think Marvin would be the parent to try to get her to pursue the music business a little more, but I don't see him being mad at her going to the military.
Nah, I don't see him being mad at that either. Because he don't want that life for her, and then the whole thing happens with the group. Because remember, that's how she because she was gonna try to back out of the army thing, but now that that whole thing with the group happened, where she gets like where they don't want her because of her family. She wants to get away from them.
Exactly.
But I don't think she's mad at her dad.
No, I don't either. Well, Moochie, your boy got to bounce. I got to get up out of here now. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure to be in the presence of the Hammer.
End it together. And I want to thank everybody for coming through. Lamont, tell them what you got going on your channel.
More importantly, I'll tell them what we got going on your channel. Next week, ladies and gentlemen, next Tuesday, 8 p.m., we're going to kind of recap. We're going to give a breakdown of what we think is going to happen on episode 3. And we're also going to talk about The Godfather of Harlem and review that trailer because that's coming out in April. And on my channel, you know it's crazy. I'm doing Daredevil. I got Power. I did Paradise. That was a great show. And we're also doing Reacher Season 3, which is phenomenal too. Don't sleep on that show. It's pretty good. Check it out.
All right. Thank you guys for coming out. God bless and have a good night, y'all.
East Side.
Put me up in that algorithm and holla at your girl.